Hello everybody! My name is Ludmila Zharikova, and today we have one more English lesson. Today we continue speaking about safety. Do you remember our last lesson? At previous lesson we spoke about safety in the street. But frankly speaking, safety comes first everywhere. We'll speak about safety on the internet today, about safety in a physical way, and about your safety when you can be stressed. Okay, we'll start from the internet, because you spend a lot of time surfing the net, and you should know the main rules how to do it safely. So pay attention to the screen and let's read the text. The internet is an amazing tool. It helps us to keep in touch with our friends, find information for school projects, or get the latest news. But it can also get you into trouble if you don't use it wisely. Here are some tips that will help you to develop some good surfing habits. First of all, privacy, please. You should never share personal information such as your name, the name of your school or sports teams, the town you live in, and where you hang out. Remain as anonymous as possible. The second, protect your system. Use a good antivirus program and keep it up to date. Don't run programs of unknown origin and make backups of your data regularly. The third, stick to what you know. Don't visit sites you are in doubt about. Stick to the ones you know. There are plenty of interesting sites for teens like you which are safe. The fourth tip, beware of chat rooms. When you visit chat rooms, always use a nickname that is different from your screen name. That way, no one will be able to track you down by using your email. If you find yourself in a conversation that makes you feel uncomfortable, you should exit the chat room and tell an adult. And the last tip, keep online friendships and a virtual world. Remember that people online may not be who they say they are. It's better to avoid meeting online friends face-to-face. If you choose to do so, never meet someone without letting your parents know. So, now you are ready to grab a mouse and start safe surfing. And now, we've got some questions on the text. Please read them attentively. What is the purpose of this text? Think a bit. Okay, you are right. Its purpose to give tips about safe internet surfing. The next one. Who is it addressed to? Think a bit. It's addressed to the teens, to you, who use the internet. And why should someone read it? Of course, you should read it in order to learn how to protect themselves and their computers when on the internet. That's good. I hope these tips were very useful for you, because now we will work with words and word combinations from the text, and you will try to give a piece of advice to your friends or neighbors or classmates. Good. Pay attention to the screen. Look up these words and phrases and use them to advise your partner how to surf safely. Okay. The first word combination is antivirus program. Sure, you know what is it. And some advice to your friends. Always use a good antivirus program to protect your system. We'll do all the rest in the same way. The second word combination is to run programs. What does it mean to run programs? It means cause programs to function. So, think please, which advice can you give with this word combination, how you should run programs? The next one, make backups of your data. What does it mean? This means that you should make copies of anything stored on the computer. The next one, online friends. You know this well. It's your virtual friends who you don't know in your real life. Then, what does it mean to visit chat rooms? Do you know it? I'm sure you do. Visit chat rooms means to exchange messages with other people on a particular site on the internet. The next one, use a nickname. What's that? This means not to use your real name, but to use some imaginary one. The next one, grab a mouse. Take hold of a mouse. It means take the mouse in your hand. And the last word expression, share personal information. It means to give your name, address, or so on to other people you don't know. And now let's see how can we use these words combinations to make some advice to our friends. Don't run programs unless you know what they are. Make backups of your data in case you lose it. Online friends, what kind of advice can you give? Keep online friends in the virtual world. The next one, visit chat rooms. Beware when you visit chat rooms. Use a nickname. What can you say? Don't use your real name in a chat room. Use a nickname. What's with grab a mouse? Grab a mouse and surf safely. And the last one, don't share personal information with anyone on the internet. Pay attention to the grammar form. All these sentences are imperatives. Don't run, make, keep, beware, don't use, grab, don't share. You can give all these sentences using modal verb should, because it's just natural for advice. You shouldn't run programs unless you know what they are. You should make backups of your data. You should keep online friends in the virtual world. You should beware when you visit chat rooms, and so on. So it's your choice to use imperatives or should. Let's move on. We have two words, clean and clear, which are very common in meaning, and they are used in different situations. So to distinguish between them, we will do a small exercise. Okay. The water here is clean or clear? You can drink it. Yes, it's clean. It's not dirty. Good. Right we are. Are the instructions clean or clear? It means, are you through? Of course, it's clear. Yes, we are right. He's got a record. So, clean record or clear record? I think clean, without noises. Let's check out. Yes, we are right. And the last one, the sky is and blue, without clouds. And of course, it's clear. Well done. Good. So, what can we do with this text and with these pieces of advice? So, we can use them to tell the class what they should or shouldn't do when online. I'll give you an example and I'll ask you to write such text at home. Please. First of all, you should make lists what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So you should remain anonymous, use a good antivirus program, make backups, stick to internet sites you know, use a nickname, exit the chat room if you feel uncomfortable, tell your parents if you plan to meet online friends. And the second column, things you shouldn't do. You shouldn't share personal information, run programs of unknown origin, and meet online friends face to face. And using all this, you can tell your friends what they should or shouldn't do on the internet. So please, when online, you should never share personal information like your name or where you hang out. You should remain as anonymous as possible. You should also use a good antivirus program. You shouldn't write programs of unknown origin, and you should make backups of your data regularly. As for internet sites, you should stick to the ones you know. And when you visit chat rooms, you should always use a nickname that is different from your screen name. If you feel uncomfortable in a situation, you should exit the chat room and tell an adult. Finally, you shouldn't meet friends you meet online face to face, but if you do, you should tell your parents first. Now, you know for sure what to do and what you shouldn't do when you're on the internet. Nice. Let's move on. Surfing the internet safely is one of the parts of your good mood and your safety in your life. But there are some different things which can make you stressed. Pay attention to the screen. You have a list of problems which are stressful to teenagers. Which of these problems stresses you the most? Let's revise them. Sitting exams, changing schools, losing something valuable, arguing with a friend, disagreeing with parents, having no money, moving house, being bullied or teased at school, and putting on or losing weight. So which of these problems are the most stressful for you? Think. Most students say that the thing that stresses them most is being bullied or teased at school. And it's a really burning problem. We've received a letter from Penny. You will read an extract from her letter and decide what problem she is facing. Secondary school is really tough for me. I don't know anyone, and I get picked on by year 9 pupils. I feel lonely. Any advice? So, what is the problem? Penny gets picked on by year 9 pupils and she feels lonely. By the way, what does it mean she gets picked on? Yes, she is bullied or teased at school. So, what can we do? Of course, we can answer her letter and give her some advice. You see such a letter. It has 3 paragraphs, opening remark and a closing remark. In these 3 paragraphs, we express the sympathy to this girl. We express hope that our advice will help, and we give some advice. So, let's find out which is which. Dear Penny, I'm really sorry to hear you are having trouble at school, but I think I can help you. The best thing you can do is ignore the bullies when they call your names and don't show that you are upset. If you ignore them, they will get bored and leave you alone. You can also join some after-school clubs. This way, you'll meet people with the same interests as you and make new friends. I really hope my advice helps and everything gets better soon. Write and let me know what happens. Love, Stella. Now, which paragraph expresses Stella's sympathy? Of course, it's paragraph 1. She is sorry and thinks she can help. The next question, which paragraph expresses Stella's hope that her advice helps? Look through the text and think. Of course, it's paragraph 3, because she says, I really hope my advice helps. And the last question, which paragraph gives Stella's advice and expected results? It's easy, but of course it's paragraph 2, where she gives her advice. Please pay attention that all her statements have their justifications. It's absolutely necessary when you write a letter or an essay. You can't give any statements without justifications or at any rate examples. Please, where is the statement? The best thing you can do is ignore the bullies. And then we have a justification. Why she should do so? An explanation. If you ignore them, they will get bored and leave you alone. The second statement. You can also join some after-school clubs. Where is justification? This way, you'll meet people with the same interests as you and make new friends. So don't forget, statement and justification. Good. Let's move on. You have 4 sentences. Which of them are opening and which are closing remarks for a letter or email? I'm sorry you feel that way. I think I can help. It's a sympathy and it's our reaction to a previous letter, and that's why, of course, I think it's opening. We are right. The next one. Let me know what happens. How do you think? What happens after she followed Stella's advice? Yes, and of course it will be closing. That's it. I hope everything turns out for the best. It is ending or beginning? Think, please. You are right. It's the ending, so it's a closing remark. Here's what you can do before telling what she should do. Opening. Good. Well done. And now we have one more construction to give some advice, and it's very useful. The best thing you can do is, and then you give the advice starting from the infinitive. The best thing you can do is to make notes as you read. And justification. This way you'll remember things more easily. So you have sentences. You should turn them into advice and justification to this advice, expected result of this advice, and use the structure the best way you can do it, or the best thing you can do. Let's do it together. Get a good night's sleep. It'll make you feel relaxed. It's the first variant of giving the advice, an imperative. We know the second variant, should. You should get a good night's sleep. And our new variant, very nice variant, the best thing you can do. The best thing you can do is get a good night's sleep. And justification. This way you'll feel relaxed. The second problem, spread studying over several days. It will help you prepare better for the exam. So, how can you give advice? The best thing you can do is spread your studying over several days. And justification. This way you'll prepare better for the exam. And the last one. I think it's easy for you. You have understood everything. The best thing you can do is talk to others. This way you'll relieve stress. Very nice and very easy. So now you can give advice in 3 ways. Imperative, second, should, and the third, the best thing you can do. So, at home, you can easily use these techniques to write an email to your friend who is sitting her exams and feels stressed. So, you should write 50 to 60 words giving her advice on the problem, using the ideas from previous exercises. You have a plan. Paragraph 1, I'm really sorry about the problem. Paragraph 2, your piece of advice. The best thing you can do, remember, and the justification. This way it will be so. In paragraph 3, you express hope that everything will be okay and all things will improve. So, and ask her to write you back and speak about the results. Of course, I'll give you the example, but please do it yourself at home. My example for you. Dear Holly, opening expression and comma. I'm really sorry to hear that you are feeling stressed about your exams, but I think I can help you. Expressing sympathy, you see. The best thing you can do is make notes as you read. It's your advice. And then will come what? Justification. This way you remember things more easily. One more advice. With the linking word also, you can also get a good night's sleep. And justification to it. This way you'll feel more relaxed. And the last paragraph, where she expresses hope that everything will be okay. I really hope my advice helps. Write and let me know how your exams go. So now you know everything about safety and can give your advice to your friends, relatives, and familiars. I hope you liked today's lesson because it will help you in your life to be safe, healthy, and sound. Take care.
Уроки на телеканалі Київ – це не тільки пізнавально і корисно, а ще й легко та цікаво. Хочеш більше? Всі наші уроки на нашому YouTube-каналі. Переходь за посиланням або QR-кодом, що бачиш на екрані. І навчайся з телеканалом Київ з задоволенням.